Look at those Benjamins. Wow, if only I had more. Join me today as we count and see how many Benjamins my husband has. Probably less now that I took all of his. Hello friends, Marlene here with Snow Gardener 307. Today we are going to be paying my husband's bills from his first paycheck of February. We are also going to be stuffing our sinking funds as well as setting up some of our cash dividers. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to apologize for the last video as it seemed as if it was moving a whole bunch. This is of course, a little bit newer phone, same model and stuff, but so I pushed a button on there that will hopefully stop it from going all over the place, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in and out. So let's see how this will go. And just so you guys know, this kind of looks black in the camera, doesn't it? Or maybe blue. It is actually a teal color. It's a darker teal, but just so you guys know. All right, so let's get this done. So payday. We have got our payday from the 11th. For those of you guys that are not familiar with these sheets right here are the Budget Mom printables. So we are going to be using our 11th payday to be paying several bills for my husband. And we are going to, of course, continue his debt payoff journey and figure out what his snowball is going to be as well. So let's jump right into this. So I have got a February bill check. I can't even talk. February paycheck bill tracker. We're going to go ahead and get this filled out. We're going to be using red because as you saw on the monthly view, his payday for the 11th is red. And so we are doing payday of February 11th. My little succulent here is just in my way, so I'm going to have to move him a little bit more. February 11th, and I like to include the color that matches on the calendar. For those of you guys that, if I need to show you again, right here, his payday, red. All the bills that we're going to be paying are in red. Okay, and one thing, for those of you guys that have been on my channel already, thank you for continuing to watch. For those of you guys that have not been on my channel, just so you know, I don't disclose our exact income, and that is something that my husband has asked me not to do. So I am going to put his salary or his paycheck. I tend to call it a salary. And then we have got some rollover that is going to be involved in here. We've got some miscellaneous income, and we also have a little bit of sinking funds that is going to be taken into play. I'm looking at my camera and it looks blurry. Is it blurry right here? I sure do hope not. And so we're not going to break those down, but I am going to give you guys the total amount that we're going to be working with for this paycheck bill tracker. It is $2,889.02. So I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. We might have a different view, but I want to watch this and make sure, because to me this looks blurry and I don't want to film the entire video and have it be blurry. So I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back. You can see the view is different. I've done something different with my phone. I'm sorry, guys. We're just going to have to figure this out. And how many of you guys think that I'm going to be able to keep Fred alive? I mean, look at him. He's already looking a little rough. We're going to call this guy Fred. So make sure you stay tuned for the journey of Fred along with our budgeting. Okay, so here we are, and I do have you guys zoomed in a little bit closer so that you guys can see. We are going to be working with $2,889.02. Then we have several bills that we're going to be paying, like I told you guys. So we have a Simmons credit card that my husband has, and the due date on this one is the 13th, so obviously it is time to get it paid. And let's see. This is what I'm not liking. It's focusing, it's moving. It's focusing, it's moving. What do you guys think? Sorry, I just can't help it. We had budgeted $50. I just went on and paid it, and the actual amount I paid is $45.65. There we go. And then we have got our mortgage. And super exciting news about the mortgage. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I like this video, guys. What the heck? Am I going to cut all of this out? Mortgage. Our mortgage was set, and it's due on the 14th, for $1,449.45. Good news, our escrow account went down, so the mortgage now is $1,435.37. Can I get a whoop whoop for that, right? I mean, anytime the bills go down, it's amazing. We're going to try one more line with this video this way, and if it doesn't work, we're going to switch back to the old way and see what we can do. So then we're going to do a Citibank payment. I just don't like how it's focusing on my hand, and it seems to be going in and out. And I know I probably shouldn't worry too much about that, but I know it makes it really hard to watch because I've tried to watch videos like that before. So Citibank, I had budgeted $137. I don't know why I budgeted so high. This is not our Snowball card. Neither is a Simmons, just so you guys know. Citibank, the amount that I'm going to be paying is just a tiny bit above the minimum. It is $84.64. When I'm paying my cards, I like to pay the cents off every single month. So in my debt tracker, it is an even amount after I've paid it. So I'm going to put you guys on pause again, and we are going to adjust the camera because I can't take the stuff going in and out, and I want you guys to be able to watch it. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back again, you guys. It looks different. Hopefully we won't have a lot of the movement, and hopefully it won't be doing that crazy stuff. So let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? Okay, next one, we've got our property payment. And this is for the 6 acres that we purchased. I believe it was a little bit over 5 years ago. And we took out some personal loans for this because to get financing on land without a large down payment is very hard. We just refinanced it due to COVID, so our payment is, oh geez, a third, if not almost a quarter of what it used to be. And so I budgeted $280. The actual payment when I went online to make it was $279.19. And then we've got Xbox. I still don't know what's going on with this, you guys. I don't know where my husband has it coming out of. I haven't been able to find it. I had budgeted $15, so we're going to stick with $15. And we shall see once I get it exactly what it is. So $15. Again, erasable pins. Love them. And then we have got my husband's Capital One. And this is our Snowball card, just so you guys know. And it is due on the 21st. I had budgeted for $55 for the minimum. The minimum has dropped. And so I actually paid $42.61 over here. And then as I was looking at my husband's cards, one of the cards that we had paid off had a very small balance on it because, of course, some interest accrued. And that was his Cabela's card. And so I didn't budget anything. And the balance on that card was $4.86. So obviously we're going to get that one paid off. So let's go ahead and add these up and see if I can use the calculator today. All right, so we have got $45.65 plus $14.35.37 plus $84.64 plus $279.19 plus 15 plus $42.61 plus $4.86. Oops, I forgot the 6 cents. I just saw it. Oh my goodness. This calculator is going to be the death of me, you guys. 45.65, 14.35.37, 84.64, 279.19. Then I forgot the period there, but I can go back. 19. Okay. $15, 42.61, and $4.86. Okay, so we have got $1,907.32. Let's see what our budgeted amount was to see how much. I know we're going to come in under it, even with having that little extra bill that we hadn't planned on. because several of the minimums were lower. And don't worry, you guys, even though my snowball card was less, I will be applying more to his snowball. So we had 1,986.45. So let's see, what is the difference? So a difference of $79, and part of that, of course, is the difference in the mortgage and also the minimums payments being less. All right, so let's go ahead and move down here. So we are going to subtract the $2,889.02. We're going to subtract the $1,907.32. So we have a remainder of $981.70, and we will bring this down here. Perfect. Then for envelopes, also known in our family as cash dividers, because we don't have any envelopes, we have got my husband's allowance. We have got his gas, which is for his vehicle. We've got a contribution to the pet fund, the home fund, and the miscellaneous / fun fund. All of these were exactly what they were going to be budgeted. So instead of writing them twice, his allowance is always $25. His gas is $75. Pet contribution is $75. Home is always $25. And miscellaneous fun is $25. I don't know. Can I leave that side blank and have it not drive me crazy? What do you guys think? Maybe if I just do this, right? Then it doesn't feel like it's blank. And so this right here, of course, I can easily do this in my head. So this is $225. I know I don't always do that, you guys, but that one was pretty dang easy. So we're going to take that $981.70. We're going to subtract the $225. So that gives us $756.70 remaining. Now let's move on up here to our sinking funds. And we're going to carry this $756.70 up here. Then we have got our garbage, Disney Plus, Amazon, PlayStation, truck, land tax, and a new sinking fund for my husband is for a phone. So he recently broke his phone too, but not like I did. He can use his, and he doesn't want to use the insurance he has on it because he wants to get a different model. So I am starting the sinking fund for him, of course, with his money. But he had mentioned that he was interested in that. So I figured since this pay had a little bit of money that we could start putting a little bit there. When he gets a larger check, we will put some more in there, kind of like what we did with his truck so he could order his tires. And so everything here is the same as what our budgeted amount was. So we're just going to put that line again. We're just going to roll it like that. So we've got $12 going into garbage, $3 whole going into Disney Plus, $5 for Amazon Prime. His PlayStation is another $5. We're going to go ahead and put $100 into his truck sinking fund. And the land tax is $16 every 2 weeks. And for his phone, we're going to go ahead and put $100 in here. For those of you guys that don't know what sinking funds are, they're basically little savings accounts for things that you don't pay on a monthly basis. So all of this money is sitting in an account. So if something were to happen and we needed to use the money for something else, we could. And so that's why for the phone, I don't mind putting it into his phone sinking fund instead of putting it into his savings. And of course, as always, my husband's job, is not necessarily the most secure, so we're trying to continue to put money into his savings. So we've got $12 for garbage, $3 for Disney Plus, $5 for Amazon, $5 for PlayStation, $100 for his truck, $16 for land tax, and $100 for his phone. So that equals $241. And we will subtract that from the $756.70. And so that gives us a remaining of $515.70. Then we are going to talk about our snowball payment. So like I said, my husband right now, his snowball payment is for his Capital One. This is the card he's working on paying off, and he's doing a really good job. And so his budgeted amount for his snowball is $25. Now, because this check was a little bit larger, we're going to take a little bit more, and we're going to put $75 to his snowball. Just take a little bit more. We don't want to take too much because, like I said, we're still in the saving mode. So if I could use my calculator, this would be much easier. So that will leave us $440.70. So our extra debt was $75. So we are paying $75 plus the $42.61. So the payment to his snowball, the total is $117.61 to this card. Now, of course, remember, he still got another paycheck, so there will be another snowball payment. And then let's talk about some extra savings. And you know what? I just realized I need to fix something. So I'm going to erase these totals right here. I had put something down here on my rough draft that I'm looking at. Just so you guys know, I don't come up with this stuff out of my head because there's no way that I possibly could. I had put it down into savings, but it actually needs to go up here into sinking funds because I forgot that that is what we had done. So his per diem. And for those of you guys that aren't familiar with per diem, this is the money that his company pays him when he is out of town. So this helps cover the necessities. The company does pay for hotels, or sometimes they stay in bunkhouses. But this check had $140 of per diem on it. So we are trying to not use per diem right now to pay bills or anything else. We're trying to put it aside so when he goes out of town, he's using that per diem. And so hopefully we get to the point where he has enough per diem saved up that he spends less than what the company gives him, and then we can start using it towards his debt snowball. But for right now, we're going to add that in there. So let me fix this right here. So the total before the 140 was 241. So we're going to add that 140. So we're actually going to be doing $381 into our sinking funds. So 756.70 minus 381. So that leaves us $375.70. We'll just bring this down. Wow, that made that math really easy right there, didn't it? Because we've got 75, so that will give us $300.70. And then, depending on if anything comes through that's different, say, for example, the Xbox or anything like that, we are going to have an extra contribution going into a savings account. It is a small one, but we are going to do $100. And then our rollover, I try to keep at least $200, if not more. So this one is going to be $200.70. So that gives us $300.70, and that gives us $0 left over. So that is our zero-based budget. For those of you guys that are not familiar with the zero-based budget, all that that means is every dollar has been given a job. Now, I always have a rollover in all of my accounts, and this is to cover mistakes that are made because mistakes happen. Or, for example, my husband was just telling me a story tonight when I was on the phone with him that him and his coworker went to Burger King for dinner, and maybe it wasn't tonight, but one of these past couple days, and they pulled up to the first window. There was nobody there. They waited for quite some time, and then they finally pulled up to the second window because there was nobody around. And he got up to the second window, and he went to hand the cashier his cash because he's using cash. And the cashier said, "Oh, sir, I can't take money or cash at this window. You would have had to have done that at the first window." So in that case, my husband just used his debit card. So that is why we like having that money in there to cover those incidentals. Okay, so there are the bills. That is what we're looking at with our $2,889.02. Now we have got our cash envelope breakdown. And this is going to be for the same paycheck. And again, we like to do our red because that is what the February 11th paycheck color is. Now, really quick, I forgot. I need to do something. So these bills right here, when I pay my bills, I know I've taught you guys this before, but we might have some new viewers. I highlight the bill name itself. So I paid Simmons, I paid the mortgage, I paid Citibank, the property is set to be paid, I paid Capital One, I paid Cabela's. Xbox, I don't know what's going on with that, so we're not going to highlight it. I also paid this snowball. Okay, we have not done anything with the cash yet, so we're going to leave it. So this to me means these bills have been paid by me. This Xbox should be an auto pay, but I've got to figure out how much it is and where it's coming out of. And so I leave just these highlighted. Then as I'm reviewing my husband's account or my account, depending on whose paycheck bill tracker it is, once these bills come through and have cleared the bank, I finish highlighting the entire line. So in order to get my rollover for this paycheck, I was able to look at the previous paycheck bill tracker, and I was able to notice that every single thing that was supposed to come out of the paycheck had come out. So for me, that is a huge thing because I want to make sure that I'm not making mistakes, because I'm sure if you guys have watched enough of my videos, you found out, guess what? I'm human and I do make mistakes. So we are going to go ahead and keep track of the cash we need. And it looks like the camera just did something weird where I'm hoping my camera is okay on this new refurbished phone. It's making me a little bit nervous as I'm recording. So I'm going to go ahead and write out the categories. So we have got allowance, we have got gas, and pet, and home, miscellaneous and fun. And then we jump into the sinking funds. We've got garbage. We have got Disney Plus. Then Amazon. PlayStation. Truck. Land tax. And we have got phone. And we have got that per diem. I tried to forget it again. So let's write out the amounts that we have for each one. So we've got $25 for allowance. For gas, we've got $75. For pet, we've got $75. For home and miscellaneous or fun, we've got $25. For garbage, we are doing $12. For Disney Plus, we're doing $3. Amazon, $5. PlayStation, $5. Truck, $100. Land tax, $16. Phone, $100. And that per diem we talked about was $140. So now we're just going to break these down. I'm just going to go along and do this. I'm going to fast forward it and let you guys listen to a little bit of music. And let's hope that everything adds up. Keeping my fingers crossed. Okay, everyone. So what I did just now was I added all of this up. It equaled 606. I took this total for my sinking funds along with my envelope total, added those together. They equaled 606. And then I took all of these bill values right here and added them all up, and they equaled 606. So we are on the right track so far. Now I need to find my Budget Mom sticky notes for the bank, which I don't have right now. So give me 1 second and I will find out what I did with them. Okay, there they are. They were not supposed to be where they were. They were not where they were supposed to be. So we are going to do something a little bit different. And normally I don't show you guys that I'm doing this, but you know, let's just roll with it. So I'm opening my wallet. I've got my cash divider right here that says bank. This is money that's to go to the bank. So we are going to utilize this money before we go to the bank and get the money that we need. So we'll see if this will work for us. So first of all, we need 6 $1 bills. I can tell you this, we don't have 6 $1 bills. We might be able to make change. Sorry about that, you guys. So the easiest way to do this is what I do. I'm going to take a different color of pen. I'm going to take this green pen. I don't know how it's going to write. We're going to see. So I've got $100 bill right here. So 100. So I am going to put a 1 right here and circle it. That means I've got one $100 bill. Then let's see how many 20s we've got. We've got 20, 40. Well, I don't even need to count it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Look at the 20s we needed. We needed 7. Let's count them again to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we have got 7 of those. Then for 5s, we need 8 5s. I know I don't have 8 5s, but I've got 2, right? I've got 2. Let's see. What can we do to make this work? We're not going to be able to make it work exactly because we've got $4 and we need 6. So we're going to go ahead and say that we've got 2 of these. And then we're going to go ahead and say we've got 4 1s. Now I am going to take and subtract these out here. And so I need 1 100. I need 4 50s. I need 0 20s. I need 2 10s. I need 6 5s and 2 1s. So I'm just going to subtract out what I need, $2. So I need 6 5s. So that is going to drop that down to $30. Then this is going to stay at 20. Here, of course, we've got nothing. We still need 4 50s, so that's still $200. And that's going to drop down to 100. So let's go ahead and put these green numbers onto my sheet here. So we've got $2 for $2. We've got 6 5s for $30. We have got 2 10s for $20. We've got no 20s, so we'll just put a dash through that. We've got 4 50s for $200. We have got 1 100 for $100. Let's go ahead and add this up, see how much we're actually going to be taking out. So we've got 2 plus 30 plus 20 plus 300 equals $352. Now, let's make sure, so we've got 352 here. Let's add up how much we have right here. So we have got 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So we've got 254. So if we add up 254 plus 352, we come up with our 606. So I'm going to keep this money. I'm going to set it aside so that we can stuff it. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this right here to the bank with me and get $352. Now, just so you know, this money right here, it was scheduled to go to the bank, right? Because I had used a card or something instead of cash for all of my online orders, for example. $160 of this is for my allowance. So I charged other things. What I will do now is I will use my husband's debit card to just pay this stuff directly from him instead of putting this into my bank and then using my debit card to pay that. For me, this just works a little bit easier. I'm going to go to the bank, get this cash, add it to the cash that I have here, and we will get stuff in some envelopes. All right, guys, be right back in a little bit. Okay, everyone, I am back from the bank. This is our existing money that we already had right here. So this is what I had in my bank cash divider. I have taken this sticky note from the Budget Mom to the bank to get these bills right here. Just so you guys know, these sticky notes come in a great big huge pad. They're a great deal. You should check out the Budget Mom. Just so you know, I don't get anything from telling you guys about it. I just think they make my life so easy. So before we mix this money in with our existing money, let's double check and make sure it is correct. So we need $2 bills. 1, 2. Good to go. We need 6 $5 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And wow, those $5 bills are looking pretty rough. Then we need 2 $10 bills. 1, 2. We need 4 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 $100 bill. So it looks like we are good to go there. I am going to go ahead and get the cash set up. While I do that, I'm just going to let you guys listen to some music because it takes me a minute to get all of this stuff set up. Okay, we have got all of our cash set. I can see the dollar amounts right here, and I can see the breakdowns. I know you guys can't see the breakdowns, but you don't really need to. So we are going to be starting with our envelopes or cash dividers. And of course, my husband doesn't carry either of those. But of course, we're also going to be using our accordion file. And for those of you guys that have not seen inside of it, let me show you really quick. And then it will be off of camera view. So I'm going to put this on top of the cash, and I'm going to mess up my beautiful cash that I just did. But if you look inside of here, you can see I've got all kinds of sinking funds in here with the money. So this is a nice size. It gets put into my safe so that it doesn't disappear. All right, everybody, let's get started with the cash. We all love some cash, don't we? So our first one that we need to do is allowance. So we need a 20 and a 5 for my husband. I'm going to take his money, I'm going to put it to the side, and I will give it to him later. So we've got allowance, $25. So I'm going to highlight that all the way across, you guys, because I paid it and the money's gone. It's not like in the checking account, we're not waiting for it to roll through because somebody has to put something through. Then for his allowance, we need 150, we need 120, and we need 15. So we have got $75. Set that aside. Did I say allowance? I don't know. First one was allowance. Second one was his gas. He gets $100 total. Just so you know, you guys, he sets this for himself. He determines what he wants. Once the money is in his wallet or wherever he chooses to put it, that is up to him. I do not keep track of it. Next, we're going to go ahead and do our pet fund. I had started filming this video and realized that I didn't have something. So I've already written his deposit on here for $75. So that was a total of $287, but I haven't put the money in there yet. So let's make sure there's $212 here. So we have got 50, 1, 50, 2, 10, 11, 12. So 212, and we are going to be adding 75. So we're going to be doing one $50 bill. We'll make sure we only get one of these. So 50 and a 20. So 70 and then a 5. So 75. Let me get this added into this stack here. And we are going to count it. We need $287. 51, 52, 250, 270, 280, 285, 286, 287. So our pet fund is good to go. It is exactly where it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and highlight this all the way across. Then the next two categories are in my wallet. So let me get my cash dividers out of my wallet. So I need to grab the home cash divider, and I also need to grab the miscellaneous fund cash divider. So let me grab those out. All right, I've got those right here. So here is my home, and we are going to be adding $25 to it. Our card right here shows that we should have $71, so let's make sure we've got that. 50, 70, and 1. Then I'm going to go ahead and write down that we are doing a deposit on 211. And adding $25 in there. And 71 plus 25 equals $96. So I am going to grab a 20 and a 5. And we'll get this put in here. And this one's an easy one to count. So fix my dollar bills there. So we're looking for $96, guys. So we've got 50, 70, 95, 96. Much better. I don't know if you guys watched my last sinking funds video. I had a lot of mistakes, but I'm human. What can I say? So fund and miscellaneous. Let's see. It says we should have $23 in here. So let's see. We've got 20, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to be adding $25 in. And today is the 11th. We're adding $25. And so that equals $48. So we need a 20 and a 5. And I cannot pick this money up without just making it a disaster. It's a struggle. The struggle's real. Okay, let's add this in and make sure that we've got $48. So we've got 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, and 48. Okay, good for that. So we are going to go ahead and highlight both of those. So we've got home and we've got miscellaneous and fun. Awesome, awesome. Okay, next is garbage. Let's see what our garbage has in it. So our garbage shows that it should have $7. So we've got 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and make a deposit. Today's date, 2/11, deposit plus $12, which will give us $19. So let's make sure we get $12. So 110 and 2 ones. So we have got $12. Let's add it into this stack and make sure that we've got 19. So we have got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Garbage is good to go. I sure do like it a lot better when the cash actually equals what it's supposed to. It's not very much fun when you're filming and then you realize that you've made mistakes. But you guys, if one thing you'll learn on my channel is, I'm just going to keep it real with you guys, I make mistakes. The reason why I check this and I count these all the time is because I do make mistakes. All right, so I've got to find, so I need the PlayStation. So I've got the PlayStation. I'm getting all these out. So I've got the PlayStation out. I need the Amazon Prime out. And I need the Disney Plus out. And Disney Plus is coming due because there's quite a bit of money in here. So let's check it out. Disney Plus, we're just doing $3. So today is 2/11. We're depositing. We're adding $3. So that should give us $92. Before I grab the $3 bills, let's make sure there's some smaller bills. Let's make sure that there was $89 in here. So I've got 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Then let's go ahead and grab some ones. 1, 2, and 3. And so 92, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. Perfect. So Disney Plus. Good to go on that subscription. Let's go ahead and mark that one out. Disney Plus. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy Disney Plus. There's a lot of stuff on there I like to watch. Okay, Amazon Prime. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so we're starting over on this side of the card. It says that we should have $12. We do, in fact, have $12. We're going to go ahead and do a deposit. Today's date, 2/11, deposit. We're going to be adding $5. I don't need my calculator for that one, so that will give us $17. So we're going to take 1/5 and add it. And let's make sure we've got $17. We've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. Let's go ahead and highlight that one since we're done with that one. And then we will get the PlayStation. All right, PlayStation right here. Today is 2/11. We're going to deposit. We're going to do $5. It says we have $80 in here. And we should have 85. So let's see. Oh, how nice is it when I switch it over, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. I need to add a 5. So I've got $85. Just so you guys know, this is how I make change a lot of times. So obviously, if I'm putting $5 in every single month, I had to have changed these out. So $85 for PlayStation. All right, subscriptions for my husband are done. So PlayStation. Then let's get his truck fund out. If I can find it. Okay, truck. So I've got truck. Oh, and you know what I didn't do for him this time? I didn't do any giving. That was a newer one. Maybe next time I will do some extra. So let me grab this out of here. All right. Okay, so this fund is pretty big. So we are going to be adding $100 to it. So let me go ahead and write that on the card. So today is 2/11. I had made a note on here that has some personal information, so I'm erasing it just so you guys know. So 2/11, we are depositing it. So we're putting $100 in there. And with the addition of the $100, my husband hasn't paid for his tires yet, $995. So let's make sure we've got $895 in here before we add a new 100. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, 875, 880, 885, 890, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. And let's grab this $100 bill. Count it one more time just to make sure. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900. So we've got 900, so we should have 95. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So $995. My husband has not ordered his tires, but don't worry. His truck has been sitting, so he hasn't been driving it because he's been out of town. So $995. Let's go ahead and put this back. Okay, then like I said, I forgot to put some in for his giving, but that's okay. We will make sure that everything is squared away. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and do the land tax. Land tax. Okay, we got the land tax out. All right, so the land tax. Land tax says we should have $288. So let's see if we've got 288. 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 280, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $288. Today we are going to be adding $16. I'm going to use my calculator for that because my brain just doesn't seem to want to work. $304. Perfect. So I want to point out on my card right here, I use our initials just so that I know. And also, my husband gets paid twice or every 2 weeks. I only get paid once a month, so that's why you see the discrepancy in the dollars amount. I know some of you guys probably don't care, but some of you guys might have noticed that. So we're going to go ahead and do 16. So we're going to take this $1 and this $5 and this 10. Okay, and we're going to add this into the stack. Then we'll count it up. Alrighty. So 304, 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 280, 290, 295, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $304. It is amazing how much easier it is to come up with $16 or $32 a paycheck instead of every 6 months come up with a couple $100. So much easier. I don't know why I haven't been doing this my entire life. The past, 10, 11 months, it's been so much nicer budgeting, and it's taken so much stress off of my life, or out of my life, I should say. All right, so we are starting a new sinking fund for my husband. He doesn't even know about it, just so you guys know, but I know he'll be appreciative because he had mentioned to me that this was something he wanted. So I'm just using my cards right here. So I'm just going to write phone on the top of it, put today's date, then put deposit. We're going to go ahead and do that $100 we talked about. And over here, that will give him a balance of $100. I'm going to have to get some labels printed because we've got some new categories in here. Okay, so $100 for his phone. He's officially got a sinking fund started for that. Because we have a phone sinking fund, we have a giving sinking fund, and we have the per diem sinking fund that I have not labeled. Okay, per diem. Last you guys saw it, there was $185 in it. My husband left town, so he took the $185 with him. Don't know if he's going to spend it all, but that is the way that we're going to do it. If he doesn't spend it all, he brings it back. I'll deposit it back in. And his per diem this time was $140. I did two 50s on purpose because a 50 is a little bit easier to break than 100. I'll ask my husband the next time maybe if he wants me to get all 20s. So we should have $140 left. So we've got 51, 20, and 40. So let me just write on here for the deposit. So 211 deposit plus 140 for a balance of $140. And we will highlight this, put this into my sinking file here, highlight this, and this sheet shows that we have taken all of our money and added it in there. Now, for me and for my visual, I told you guys I'm a very visual person. I just looked at my camera again and it skipped. You guys, I apologize if this whole video is like this, and maybe it's just me not seeing it right. But so I'm going to go ahead and highlight all these because we did all of this. We did garbage, Disney Plus, Amazon, PlayStation. We did the truck. We did land tax. We did the phone. We did per diem. And then down here, we did the allowance. We did gas, pet, home, and miscellaneous and fun. And I have already transferred this savings over. And it is over, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. And remember, these categories here will not be highlighted all the way until they clear out of the bank. Well, everybody, Fred and I wish you guys a blessed day, and we hope to see you guys the next time. Bye, everyone.